Okay, we're out here at the front of the house, and this is the water meter, and the water meter is in the parkway. It's an analog water meter, but what we have right here, this is a flow indicator. And this flow indicator is not moving, hasn't moved. So in respect to this inspection, the meter passed the flow test. Now this is not your main shutoff valve. This might be the one that you have to use. I'm about to call your attention to that. If this arrow is going towards the house, the water's on. If the arrow is not going towards the house, the water's off. And I'm going to give you a reason, but in theory you shouldn't be using this. In theory you shouldn't need to use this. That belongs to the city. Okay, you should have your own. You should have your own. This is the check valve for the lawn sprinkler system. And while it's okay to have the meter in the parkway over here, this check valve should not be in the parkway. That's yours. The meter's not yours. The check valve should be over here. Now it kind of is what it is, I get that. And it's not uncommon to find this, I get that too. But it's actually in the wrong place. When this home was built, a main water shutoff valve was not required. If this lawn sprinkler system was installed this morning, it would have a main shutoff valve besides the isolation valves. Besides these. Alright. So, and we don't have enough surface clearance underneath there to get our hands around there. It should be 3 inches below the bottom half of the check. The valve handles are rusty. Those are probably going to break off in your hands. Those are isolation valves so that you can service the check valve. Remember I was talking about the main water shutoff valve? This is the front exterior bib faucet. The way it's got paint and everything on it, I really can't take it apart. I know that it works. I guess. I said that I knew that it worked. I'm guessing this might be the main shutoff valve to the house. I can't tell. It's covered with dirt. That should be excavated like the lawn sprinkler check valve. Excavated, lined with gravel, so you can get in there and service it. I have no idea. Speaking of lawn sprinkler systems, okay, this sprinkler heads should not be closer than 12 inches to the structure, so the sprinkler heads are too close. Then, I cannot find a main water drain line. And I'm pretty sure it's in the front of the house because this is the pool drain line, the pool vacuum drain line. So this is for the pool. It's at the front of the house, so that tells me that the main clean outs should be, they're hardly ever very far away from these. Sometimes I find them later, just kind of happen onto them. Now, this vacuum breaker, this drain line for the pool is not properly aligned. That's why it's all washed out right there. Okay, so that piping should be adjusted so that it drains into the pipe and not onto the ground like it has been. Now back to the lawn sprinkler system. So far, I've not seen a weather sensor. I've not seen a weather sensor. So what did we learn? We learned that we're not showing any leaks. We learned that our check valve is not enough service clearance around it. It's got rusty handles, doesn't have a main shutoff valve, hasn't been serviced in the last year. We learned that our swimming pool drain is not properly aligned. We learned that our sprinkler heads are too close to the house. But we're going to go in because there's so much rust on that, and so it's basically not accessible for me to disassemble and work in a professional manner. So we're going to go into the laundry. So we're moving right along here into through the kitchen area, through the breakfast area, into the laundry. Now the laundry handles should be labeled hot and cold, not cold and cold. So we're just going to assume for today that the cold is on the right. Okay, because I don't, operating these is beyond the scope of this inspection, but we want to know how much water pressure we have. We want to know that. So coming on over here, and it looks like we got about 65 psi. We're looking for between 40 and 80 psi. So our water pressure is good today. So how about that?